Good morning. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora merchant. My people, all in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's faith. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American, the Latinos, etc.? All in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest. There is nothing particularly interesting that I should bring to your attention as it relates to my protest. And as you know, when I have protested and when I have brought you an update as to what transpired while I protested, it is always my pleasure and my delight to bring you something from the word of the Most High God. My people, we have just completed Revelation chapter 13. And there was many pertinent information that was brought out from those texts that comprise Revelation chapter 13. And it would be amiss of me if I do not tie those texts into what is considered a real life situation, something that we experience on a regular basis. And this morning, this is what I intend to do. The central point in Revelation chapter 13 are the two beasts. One came out of the sea and one came out of the earth. But what is most important is the action of the beast that came out of the earth. The beast that came out of the earth was instrumental in getting every person from every nation to get the mark of the beast. And we have concluded that the mark of the beast is you becoming like the Caucasians without a soul. And when you get the mark of the beast, you become a soulless creature. You become totally estranged from the Most High God. Devils and demons possess you. And those people who control the devils and demons that possesses you controls you. In other words, you becomes a slave. We have also concluded that in this dispensation, where the mark of the beast is concerned, there are three primary ways in which you can obtain the mark of the beast, and that is through homosexuality, bestiality, and abortion. And remember, there are other means by which you can obtain the mark of the beast, but these are the three primary ways in which the mark of the beast comes about in this dispensation. What you have to realize is that you have to voluntarily participate in homosexuality, bestiality, or abortion. You cannot be raped or anything like that, because that is not you participating. That is someone imposing themselves upon you. The main thing here is you getting involved in an abominable act on your free will. You made the decisions and you get involved in that abominable act, whether it is homosexuality, abortion, or bestiality. Revelation 13 also says that all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to get the mark of the beast. That is because when John looked out unto the multitude that received the mark of the beast, it was such a vast multitude that John come to the conclusion that everyone received the mark of the beast. That is why he said he caused all to receive the mark of the beast. Now picture this. You are an individual that has control of your life, and you're still in possession of your soul. You are still in harmony with the Most High God. And you make a decision. And after you made a decision, immediately you came face to face with your own mortality. Now, life and death becomes a real thing, and you get the impression that you can die at any time. But the thing is that you also know that if you die now, you are going straight to hell to burn in hellfire. Hell, which was just a word, now take on new and living meaning. You are in a state where you are wondering whether heaven and hell were real. But now you are in an enlightened state where you know for sure that heaven and hell are real, and you are hell-bound on a one-way ticket to hell, and there is nothing that you can do about it. This situation will become a very heavy burden for anyone to bear. For anyone to be plunged into such a situation, it will be very difficult for them to deal with it. It becomes a situation where you think the best way to deal with this situation is to take your own life, to end it all. But then, remember now, heaven and hell is real, and you are heading to hell when you die. So now you're trapped in a place where you want to die because of your action, but you are now afraid to die. Now, day after day, you are forced to participate in a life that you no longer want to be a part of. This will send you to a place where you want to run away from your problems, the problem that you're now confronted with. And now you are also a slave of the white man. He has total control over you. This is someone who hates you to the core, is now controlling your every decisions, your every move. And if you fail to comply with his instructions when he gives them to you, he can now punish you without even being in your presence. We all know that drug abuse, addiction, and obsession are two means in which the reprobates seek relief from the stress they have to confront every day. That life they have to wake up and live every day. A life that is not worth living, but they are too afraid to die to take their own life. So they turn to substance. And when they take their drugs, it gives them a temporary relief from the problem they are confronted with, the problem they have to deal with every day. Most of you who knew me know that I am a trained substance abuse counselor. And when I first received my accreditation, I was very enthusiastic about being a substance abuse counselor. I did drug prevention education program. I did all kind of things. I was experimenting with new treatments, not medical treatment, but counseling treatment, how to get people to find a reason not to get involved or continue their involvement in drug use. And then one day the Most High said to me, why are you going to waste your time with these people who have made a conscious decision to use drugs because they have what is called a rebellious personality? They are always rebelling from societal new norms. Why don't you channel your energy in preventing the youths from getting involved in drugs? Hence the reason why I got involved in designing and creating and implementing youth programs so that I can ensure that the youth had a steady hand to guide them along the path of their youthful life, to ensure that they don't make the same mistakes. But it's not until I came to California that everything was put into perspective. Because what I notice here is everyone in this place, regardless of their race, their social status, or the amount of money they have in their pockets, everyone is using one type of substance or the other. Everyone is trying to escape the prison that they found themselves in. They found themselves between a rock and a hard place with the decisions they made. And these were decisions that were life changing decisions that now have them going after addiction to try to hide from the reality they're forced to face. They're going after obsession to try to hide from the reality they're forced to face. It is not normal for an individual to continue playing the childish games he played as a child. It, games are meant for socialization, and when that part of your socialization have completed, it is time to move on to something new. When you come to this place, you'll find millions upon millions of adult men spending quality times. I mean, hours upon hours, 8 to 10 hours each day, playing video games. Playing video games becomes an obsession, and that obsession is to help them to escape the reality of the decision they made, the reality of the consequences of the decision they made. A decision which see them becoming a reprobate and on a one to hell. They are looking for relief and they can't find relief. That is why each time you turn on your television, there are either basketball, football, baseball, some kind of distraction, something there for those people to become obsessed with. And it is their obsession that keeps them away from facing the reality they are required to face every day. The reality of the decision they make, a decision that will see them going straight to hell on a one-way ticket. These are the people who took the Most High God for granted. They took their souls for granted. They took their freedom for granted. And now they have found themselves in a situation where the things they take for granted or the things they took for granted, they will do anything to get a hold of it once again. But guess what? That ship have already sailed. There is no turning back. They made their decisions and now they have to live, die, and burned by the decision they made. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. Like this video, share this video, leave a comment on this video, let me know what are your thoughts. There are many more videos like this right here. Peruse those videos and let me know what are your thoughts by commenting on those videos. Remember to like or subscribe based on which social media platform you're viewing from. Friday, we have a very interesting study. We are going on to Revelation chapter 14.